Global outpouring of sorrow as world leaders react to Air India crash in Ahmedabad. A London-bound Air India flight carrying 242 people, including 169 Indian nationals, crashed shortly after takeoff from Ahmedabad, triggering a wave of shock and sorrow across the globe. World leaders and diplomatic missions from Russia, the United States, the United Kingdom and France expressed deep condolences and solidarity with India in the wake of the tragedy. Flight AI-171, a Boeing 7878 Dreamliner, departed Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel International Airport at 1:38 p.m. en route to London Gatwick but was involved in a catastrophic incident minutes after takeoff. Follow live updates on Ahmedabad plane crash here. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer expressed deep sorrow over the tragic crash of the London-bound Air India flight in Ahmedabad, calling the emerging scenes devastating. In a post on X, Keir Starmer said he is being kept updated on the developing situation and extended his thoughts to the passengers and their families. "My thoughts are with the passengers and their families at this deeply distressing time," he wrote, acknowledging the presence of many British nationals on board the ill-fated flight. The Kremlin, on behalf of Russian President Vladimir Putin, expressed deep sorrow over the Ahmedabad plane crash, stating, "Please accept the deepest condolences over the tragic consequences of a passenger plane crash in Ahmedabad." The message also conveyed sincere sympathy and support to the families and near ones of the victims, as well as wishes for a speedy recovery to all those injured in this catastrophe. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed deep sorrow over the tragic crash of Air India flight AI-171, calling the news horrible and extending his condolences to Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the people of India. "Our thoughts are with all victims' relatives and close ones in India, the UK, Portugal, and Canada," he said, adding that Ukraine shares in the shock and grief of this tragic day. He also prayed for the survival of as many passengers as possible and wished a speedy recovery to the injured. French President Emmanuel Macron expressed heartfelt condolences over the tragic plane crash in Ahmedabad, stating that the news was received with emotion. In a message shared on X, he extended France's thoughts and sympathies to the families of the victims and to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying, "In these hours of pain, I extend our thoughts to the loved ones of the victims as well as to Prime Minister Narendra Modi." Maldivian President Dr. Mohamed Muizza conveyed his condolences, saying, "I express profound sadness at the tragic crash of Air India flight AI-171 near Ahmedabad." He added that the government and people of the Maldives stand in solidarity with India during this difficult time. Bangladesh's interim chief advisor, Professor Muhammad Yunus, extended heartfelt condolences as he expressed deep sorrow over the incident. Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, expressed deep sorrow over the tragic plane crash in Ahmedabad, calling it heartbreaking. In a message addressed to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, she offered her condolences to the bereaved families and said, "Europe stands in solidarity with you and the people of India in this moment of sorrow." Read more. Heartbreaking beyond words. PM Modi expresses condolences over Ahmedabad plane crash. Russian ambassador to India Denis Alipov described the news as heartbreaking, writing on X, formerly Twitter, "My heartfelt sympathy to the families and near ones of the victims and to all Indian people and the government of India over this tragic major catastrophe." French Ambassador Thierry Mathieu echoed the sentiment, saying, "France is deeply saddened by reports of a plane crash in Ahmedabad. Our thoughts are with the victims and their loved ones. We express our full solidarity at this difficult time." Gideon Sar, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Israel, expressed his condolences over the Ahmedabad plane crash, saying he was deeply saddened by the tragedy. "Our hearts are with the Indian people following this terrible incident," he wrote, extending solidarity to those affected. The U.S. consulate in Mumbai acknowledged the crash and advised American citizens in the region to check in with loved ones. "We are aware of a plane crash in Ahmedabad today, June 12, 2025. If you are in the affected area and need immediate emergency services, please contact local authorities." The UK Embassy confirmed that the flight was headed for London and added, "We are working with local authorities to urgently establish the facts and provide support." Our thoughts are with all those affected. Swipe left for next video. What we know so far, Air India has not yet disclosed the number of casualties but stated that injured passengers are being taken to nearby hospitals. The nature of the crash remains under investigation. Emergency response teams are at the site, and the Civil Aviation Ministry has launched a formal inquiry. Latest blogs